Let's take a look at one of the case studies we did for a skincare client. This client has been with us for over a year now. Let's look at how we did with revenue, what we executed on, and the results that we created for this client. So very quickly, revenue from email. We started with them, this was March last year, I believe, or a bit earlier. They started at around $21,000 per month in email revenue. Within 6 months, we increased that to $365,000 of revenue in email per month. And now they've been with us for over a year, and that's still rising. Just quickly, of course, this is revenue from email, but we are tracking many other metrics. Here's just some of the other metrics that we do look at when we're tracking for retention. So 60-day LTV, 90-day LTV CAC ratio. We look at the cohort sales over 90 days and also cohort churn over 90 days. We're always looking at the time between first and second order just to make sure we're minimizing that and you get cash flow back into the business as soon as possible. We're looking at new customer repurchase rate and returning customer repurchase rate. And just quickly, here is a testimonial from the co-founder. No Limit Email successfully set up email, sign up form pop-ups, profound content, and increased our email revenue stream. The team impeccably collaborated on Slack and ClickUp with organized workflow and smooth communication. Furthermore, they agilely delivered outputs and solutions. Aside from their incredible results and delivery, the whole team is a plethora of information. So let's quickly look at some of the results that we got from them. So starting in March, their new customer repurchase rate was all the way down at 6.7. And we're looking at the, should be at the 90-day trend. So this arrow should actually just be a bit lower onto that blue one. So they started at 6.7% of people repurchased 90 days. And then after 6 months of working with us, you can see here in September, it's had a nice steady increase and it's gone up to 25% of people have come back and repurchased. So a lot more of their first time customers are coming back and repurchasing. These guys are quite profitable on first purchase, but a lot of e-com brands aren't. And so getting that second time purchase is really crucial to actually get that margin and to be able to grow your business. So what else did we do? Time between first and second order. So this is the time lag. This is done in 30 days. When they started out with us, 38% of their customers would repurchase within the first 30 days. After 6 months, 50% of their customers would come and repurchase in 30 days. So that is the time lag with the 30-day mark. Time interval. So what did we do? So we did quite a few things, right? One of the biggest things we did, and we always do when starting with a client, is we want to look at the unit economics, right? We want to find the contribution margin for all the hero products, so we actually know what offers we can put out there. How can we bundle things to maximize profit margin? Does it make more sense to use store-wide discount, BOGO, free product on a threshold? Are there certain products that we can actually give away a bigger discount on to incentivize either a first or a second purchase? So just a quick look into what that looks like. So here's an example, right? So here we know replenishment flow existing. We could do a flat 10% and check out abandonment flat 10%. We do know that if there's a high value in the abandoned cart, then we can actually offer a flat 15%, and there's a good profit margin there. One thing that we really found out though was getting a repeat buyer discount. So previously they were just doing kind of like 10% store wide, you can just get 10% off everything. But then we noticed that one of their hero products was a bestseller. It had a really good repeat purchase rate, really good customer lifetime value for cohorts that bought that product. And it had really great margins. So instead of enticing repeat buyers with, hey, come back and just get 10% off store wide, we're saying, hey, get our hero product. Everybody loves it. It's one of our greatest products that we've ever made. Here's all the influencers talking about it. And then we actually offered them a better incentive, but even though the incentive is higher, they're actually profiting a very large amount for anybody who uses this incentive. So then we started using this. We're very specific on the product, the discount, and the margins were very high. And then we also looked at other things like surprise and delight for a third order. Once again, found a product that had very, very good repeat buyer rate and very good customer lifetime value cohorts. So we know that if we can get these products into people's hands, they're high LTV drivers, right? So it means that people are very likely to come back, people are very likely to purchase again. And even giving away something like this for free, the margins were really good. And we even look at all of the campaigns they previously did, especially big sale days, Black Friday, Labor Day, things like that, and then figured out how everything performed during those days, and then what offers we could start pushing out on those specific days in the coming year that really made sense, that once again would keep the brand profitable and do a lot in sales. So what else did we did? We also did split testing the sign-up form, of course, making sure that we're getting really good profit on the first purchase and getting a lot of repeat buyers from that offer on the sign-up form. So we're getting quality sign-ups, we're getting high sign-up rate, and the quality of customers, their propensity for them to come back again and buy, and having good customer lifetime value was there. This was a skincare product, scientific, high-end. So we focused a lot on product education and adoption in the post-purchase journey, making sure people were getting the best results they could and that they would come back again and again. The other thing we did is we used email to start collecting a large amount of user-generated content through email. We did this in many forms. We did things where we asked for before and after photos, which were fantastic for marketing. We asked just for people with like selfies, so not just before and after, but just after, right? Just using selfies. We asked for people for videos, and not just like a simple product review, but like giving them really specific prompts about, this is what you should talk about in the video. How was life before? How did you find out about the brand? And where are you now after using the product? What are the results that it's given you? How's it changed your life? Things like that. And then once again, being able to use all of these assets in future marketing, and also just simple customer success stories, right? So getting them to submit just stories in text form, just sending us an email, so that we can then once again use these stories in the campaign emails and show everybody else the transformation that people have had with this specific brand. We also built out custom flows for the whole customer journey. So very specific to this brand, figuring out what should the flows look like, what should the timing look like, what should the messaging hierarchy look like. So we weren't just putting out templated flows out there that you typically see. We were just making sure that we're talking to the right people at the right time with the right message. Another thing we did was start to collect qualitative data, actually figuring out what stopped people from coming back. Were they having a bad experience with the product, with customer service, with shipping? What were the bottlenecks and how can we improve them? Also figuring out why people loved our products, their products, and also what products they'd like to see next. How can the brand better improve their products? All that sort of data we started collecting so that the business as a whole could improve. And then also just looking at the data overall, right? Looking at those retention metrics at the right cohorts and just figuring out, what are the LTV drivers? What product should we be showing more in email? And which product should we be pushing so that we make sure that we're getting great margins and great customer lifetime value for the brand. And so as you can see, we had really great success in 6 months. And if you would like the same, then please feel free to hit me up.